Them hurricanes. But
all right. Yeah. And we are live with the NightStalker, so that means you can start live with the PNBC Facebook chat.
Cool. All right.
And if you've read the description, it is a I still try to keep it BS. PC, PG, whatever the hell.
Family friendly,
it's a BS session. We're just going to do this because it's been that kind of week.
Yeah, so it's been one of those depressing
we're waiting
weeks, so.
for John to...
I've hit... Why is it still showing the theme?
And for however long, hopefully for the entirety of this broadcast, we do have Michael Smith with us, which this may be the first ever podcast being broadcast to you live by somebody in a hurricane, because North and South Carolina are absolutely getting hammered right now.
Are we live now, John?
Uh-oh.
John.
Trying to connect.
We're having a problem connecting?
Apparently we are live. Because I just got a notification from Facebook that says PNBC is live right now. And yes, we are. I'm looking at this right now.
Johnny boy.
Yeah, I can see it on Joel's phone.
Yeah, we are live. Hello, PNBC fans. This is Joel Walling. I'm with John Powell, Danny Nunes, and Roy Lawson. We are live doing what I have described as a BS session because, frankly, we have had a crazy week.
Yeah.
As I was telling the people on the Paranormal NightStalker, this is actually something. We do have Michael on Skype with us, so this will actually be the first time you ever hear someone coming to you live during a hurricane. North and South Carolina are being hammered right now with one of the worst hurricanes to hit that area in about 30 years. And he still has power, so he joined us tonight. We have had a crazy week. We are setting up stuff with YouTube. We had the Thrive North Challenge, which frankly can kiss my ass.
You better believe it. You better believe it, yeah.
The way they treated everyone, so they can, basically that's that for them. Other than that, we've got a few things we're going to talk about. One of them which we shared in the group that I know a little bit about, and I also saw it on the, to anyone out there that might be a member of the Vancouver Paranormal Society. Hello, Maxine. Good to see you joined us already.
Maxine is so loyal.
Yeah.
I love Maxine.
And happy, if I'm remembering right, happy early birthday. Isn't it Saturday your birthday?
Pretty close. We're getting there.
So, I shared this in the PNBC group, and it was also on the Vancouver Paranormal Society page. A story about the Gray Man of Pawleys Island. And this is what they call a low country legend. That's what they call South Carolina, is the low country. And basically what it is a man was coming from Charleston, I believe, to see his fiancée, got trapped in this quicksand like mud, and him and his horse died. Well, sometime later there was a hurricane coming, and she saw him on the beach. He came up to her. Of course, she recognized him then, screamed, yelled, got scared. Sunday. Well, happy early birthday. She goes running home. Well, the hurricane comes in. The island is practically destroyed. All but her home. Everything is safe. Everything's sound there. Now, he has been seen before. There have been reports of him before every major hurricane to hit that area. And this is Hurricane Alley. We get hurricanes there all the time. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been in 5 or 6. My brother is actually in one now. He's there. I heard from him yesterday. I haven't heard from him since, but that's not real surprising since there's a few 100,000 people without power and tons of flooding there. But there were reports of him being seen before this one. And basically the story goes that anyone who sees the Gray Man of Pawleys Island is protected from the hurricane. Now, there was actually a paranormal special done around Halloween one year by the Weather Channel of all things, and it's actually one of the most interesting ones ever done. They were scientific, they were hardcore, they had everything mapped out, and they actually had video from a couple that reported a sighting of the Gray Man that lived on Pawleys Island before Hurricane Hugo in, Michael, you might have to help me with this one. Was it 88?
89.
89. Okay. Hugo was in 89. Well, they show them filming, actually driving up to their house, and you can hear the woman visibly shaking. She's crying. Their neighborhood is destroyed. Hugo was a monster of nightmare proportions. And as they come to their street and they turn, and still there's trees everywhere. The houses are flattened. They've been carried off by the floods. They pull into their driveway and they are missing a few shingles. Their house is standing untouched. No windows broken, no water damage, no damage whatsoever. There was a limb in the driveway that looked like it might have taken off some roof shingles. The foundation, everything's fine. They walk in, their pictures are still on the wall. This is a storm that was packing 100+ mile an hour winds. I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 140 mile an hour winds. To put it in the Canadian perspective, that would have been somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 and I think 280 kilometer winds.
Wow.
Give or take. It's about double.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the neighborhood of we'll call it 250 to just be safe. 250 kilometers with speed wind. And nothing in their house had been touched since they boarded up and left. They were able to return home that day. Every house around them was destroyed, and this was videoed and shown. They actually videoed it because they were videoing it for the insurance claim. Everything around them destroyed but it. And that is the legend of the Gray Man of Pawleys Island. Now, I have to stop for just a second because I need to get on and do the sharing that I normally do, which takes me somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 minutes. So,
Okay,
anybody got anything you want to talk about?
Well, we can delve more into the Gray Man. My experience with that story was Unsolved Mysteries. I know Roy and I had watched an episode of Unsolved Mysteries where they talked about the Gray Man, the legend of it. Pretty cool, but not so spooky because, well, he's doing a good thing. So it's like he's a ghost, but not scary, doing a good thing. Just wonder about like the factors, like why does he appear to certain people, and like what's his deciding factor? Why does he choose the people that he does when he basically saves their home? So that's like a big question mark about that one, but still a very cool story and relevant considering what's going on right now in the world. So we're gonna play tonight. So it's a little bit more of a less spooky, casual day. We have Cards Against Humanity.
Crabs adjust humidity.
I was about to get to that. But we have a knockoff version of Cards Against Humanity. So it's right here. So not so much spooky. There's some spooky, merchandise in the area. Also, speaking of merchandise, again, it's always shameless publicity for me. The hat with our logo and the T-shirt. I'm wearing it because Paranormal North Coast, British Columbia. Oh, this is, it's a little bit more vulgar than your normal Cards Against Humanity.
We will try to keep it semi-PG, though.
We'll try.
Just so you know.
I promise nothing. But this version of the game is a little more, I would say, vulgar than your traditional Cards Against Humanity. So I just want something fun. It was a letdown with the semifinals for Thrive North. It just seemed that as soon as I walked in, it was just not going to happen. There's a lot of eye rolling and just condescending attitudes and just dismissal outright about what we were presenting, which is a shame. We are something that's so unique and not done in this region. And you think of the tourism potential because we've seen it around the world, and you've told me about Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, for one, the town in Pennsylvania and the county, on the revenue from the Gettysburg battlefield, which is considered one of the most haunted areas in the world, is $666 million a year.
You hear that, folks? You hear that? Drive north.
Granted, we don't have a Gettysburg here.
No, not yet. We don't.
But you look at one of the most popular attractions around here is Barkersville, outside of Prince George, or actually it's outside of Quesnel. But Quesnel is actually got something in it more popular than Barkersville, and that's in the Quesnel Museum. That's Mandy the doll. I personally have been to see Mandy 3 times. It's an easy, quick little stop. You just go into town. You go in there. You pay your fee. I think it's $20 for a family. And you walk around. You look. There's a lot of neat stuff. There's even stuff from the Titanic in there, which is absolutely fascinating.
Cool.
Because one of the people from Quesnel actually was on the Titanic, or supposed to be on the Titanic. I can't remember exactly now. But there is a haunted doll. She is world famous. She's been on just about every time there's a top 5 or top 10 list of haunted dolls. She's there. She's like the Canadian Annabelle, and she gets 2 or 3 to 1 visitors that Barkersville gets.
Mm.
They go there to see her. Everybody who walks in there either pays their fee, which I think is $7 or $8 a person, or $10 or $20 for a family. It's actually really reasonable when you think about that. And they buy souvenirs, of course. You want a picture of Mandy? You're not allowed to take pictures of Mandy, but you can buy one for $2.
Well, I think I heard about this doll. Like, people have taken pictures with the doll, but once they get it, like this was like still when they had negatives.
Yeah.
Once they develop the picture, the person who was in the picture is not in the picture.
Well, they say it's to stop deterioration of the doll, which
Well,
if you don't use flash photography, there is no deterioration. So I don't personally believe that.
I don't know. You hear the story of like a lot of these famous dolls that have some unique story attached to them, and then if you take a picture, they somehow take offense, and then there's like something bad that happens to you.
The biggest one in that one is Robert.
Mm-hmm.
The doll's name is Mandy, and
If anyone wants to Google
hi,
that.
Linda. Yeah, and the keychain is actually $3, which I had to buy one of those. So I actually carry her picture everywhere I go. I've got Mandy the haunted doll.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I personally have been there to see it, I think it's 3 times. So that means I've spent $60 to see that doll. And not including, both of the kids got the souvenir pictures. I got the keychain. I can't remember, at least one of we spent, the first time we went there, we spent about $40, $45
Wow.
on souvenirs there.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, that doesn't make money for Quinnell. At least according to Thrive North.
Unfortunately, it's just such a letdown when you try to pitch something like this that's so unique, and we're seeing the evidence we're gathering out there, and we're seeing like the audience that we're cultivating here on social media, and when you try to get that across to people locally, it just feels like it's just such an uphill battle. And I think what we take away from this Thrive North defeat, well, it's not really defeat, it's just going to motivate me even more to prove them wrong, and it's essentially what we're going to do. It doesn't stop what we're doing. It just means it's going to motivate us to show us that, well, you were wrong. And I think in the next little while, with some of the evidence we're going to present locally, because we still have some stuff we're sitting on we haven't revealed to the public, I think some people are going to be blown away by what's we're going to present. So, Joel, what's going?
Mandy actually has a movie coming out this year.
Oh, wow.
Or is released. I don't know which. Mandy the Haunted Doll.
Wow.
IMDb 2018. I did not know about that.
You see that potential, folks? You see that potential?
The reason I'm doing this is I'm actually going to be posting a link to article about Mandy in the comments.
Okay.
So you guys can go and look at that after you're done with us.
We want you to get an idea of what the tourism potential was here, what we're trying to do, and what some people 2 days ago basically said, nah, that's never going to fly.
Wait, I'm getting a phone call.
All right, Roy, well, you go take your phone. Take your phone call.
Yeah, Gail. It's actually the whole museum is well worth the money. I'm a museum person though, so to me, it's well worth the money. There's a lot of neat things in there. Old, like the first dentist office in Quinnell is actually in the museum. Like I said, there's stuff from the that was either somewhere in the back of my mind. It was supposed to be on the Titanic. Something happened that it didn't get there. Or part of it was recovered from the Titanic. I don't know which, but there wasn't a lot recovered from the Titanic. There was just the stuff that was floating after it sunk. Everything else has basically been gone, and most of that is in the actual Titanic museum. So I don't know if Quinnell would have been able to have gotten a hold of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it's worth the stop. Like I said, there's a lot to see in there.
And the fact of the matter is, I think one of the comments towards me was, is there anything really haunted in this region? And I can tell you from personal experience, yes, absolutely. And again, that's going to be something that's going to be coming up the next little while. As soon as we're just sitting on it right now, and you've seen some of the evidence we've already presented from Kitimat Terrace, and it just keeps going. But again, that's the motivation, Thrive North.
And also I want to throw it out again. If you haven't already, vote for where... Remember, and I got to stress this too. This is not where you want us to investigate next. You are actually welcome to come on this investigation with us. We're not going alone. You all can come with us. Everybody watching, everybody listening, share that poll. Whichever one gets the most votes, there's a little around 2 weeks left on it. We're going to announce it. I think I set it to go on October 1st. Then we will set the date and the time and all of that. Now, I know a lot of you are kind of, well, wait a minute, because Hershey Creek's gates closed. I've spoke to the Chamber of Commerce. They said that the gates for Hershey Creek do close at the end of the month. But that is just to deter camping. The park is never closed. It is a year-round park and is welcome to be hiked in at any time.
Neat.
It is just used at your own risk. Which basically there are no park rangers or anything patrolling that, so it's pretty much use at your own risk anyway.
God knows we've been in high-risk situations before.
This is for you all to join us. Anyone watching that wants to come. Like I said, as soon as we get the votes closed, we're going to announce the winner, set the date, and that's it. We do, and this is, again, it's voluntary. I mean, I hope everybody that does show up does it. We're asking that you do it we're trying to help the Terrace and Kitimat Food Bank. So we're asking that you bring 2 non-perishable food items.
Yeah.
For donations to the food bank. That's it. And of course, if you bring your cameras, there's a ton of these little cell phone gadgets and doohickeys that do ghost stuff. Bring them all.
Sure,
and come with us. This isn't going to be late at night. It's not going to, because frankly, probably by, October, since we skipped fall, it's going to be pretty freaking cold, and I don't like cold.
I love cold.
So, well, I'm from the South,
the
southern U.S.
I'm just saying, I like the cold.
To me, our summers are cold.
Our contrast is what makes us great here.
But,
hot and cold.
This is just for anyone, like I said, you just come with us. It's going to be during the day, and believe me, the spirits that are there are just as active and just as communicative in broad daylight at 12 noon than they are at midnight or 3 a.m. As I've pointed out on Facebook before, the 3 a.m. thing makes no sense, neither does the midnight thing, because if the veils were thinner at that time, well, it's 3 o'clock somewhere. So, yeah, the veil would always be the same way. That's old wives' tale.
Okay.
So so you don't have to worry about it's not going to be at night. The main reason we do investigations at night is to minimize outside contamination, meaning cars going by, people talking. They try to do it later. So that's the only reason why investigations are done at night. I have seen 2 full-bodied apparitions in my entire life. One was in about 2:30 in the afternoon. So
the most substantial things we've seen locally, even in our investigations, I can vouch for this, were during the day. So yes, I just like the night personally. I'm a night guy myself, so that's another reason why I like to go out at night to do these. But Joel summed up pretty nicely. So, well, do we have viewers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do. Who are we talking to?
Well, I've got, of course, Maxine and Linda's talking away, and
nice. Hey, Linda.
Well, and we wish you, Daniel, you and Linda, we wish you could make it, and hopefully this won't be the last one. So maybe something will line up down the road. This is the first one. It's not going to be the last one.
No, absolutely not. So.
Like we said tonight, we've all had a kind of rough week.
Yeah.
I'm still going, and actually, I'm doing a check on Michael. Michael from the Hurricane, are you still here?
I'm here.
And as you can hear, Michael is still here with us. I'm just doing my normal amount of talking.
Yeah.
Since we've had a rough week, we're going to take it a little easy tonight. Do something a little funny. Hope you guys still like it.
I needs to laugh.
The other thing I want to say is we are planning a couple of things. I know a lot of you guys like the Ouija board stuff. We actually have somebody, and his name escapes me, but we're going to be doing an unboxing, who is actually making us... We're going to use the Ouija board. And this is where another... Okay. Everything just dropped on me.
Why did everything drop?
I don't know.
Are we still live?
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
No tech.
Everything lines up, but our plan right now is after we use it, we're going to be doing a live draw Halloween night.
Ooh.
And someone who will set up the contest post, someone who likes and shares that post, will be winning the handmade Ouija board.
Oh.
And that's going to be drawn, hopefully, live Halloween night.
So cool.
If it doesn't, then we are going to do it later, whenever it comes in. You know, we will work that out, though,
Yeah.
when we get closer to it.
But you
the-
get a Ouija board.
Yeah, whoever wins this, though, will be getting a handmade Ouija board used by us from England. And I will give all the details of the guy then and all of that. Another thing, we're planning and may be doing this on our next live stream in 2 weeks. We're going to be doing a unique version of a spirit box session. Basically what we're going to do is, again, separate into 2 groups. One group is going to be in here with a spirit box going and asking questions. The only thing is that you and the people in here are not going to be able to hear it. Me and John, I'm guessing will be John,
I hope so.
will be in John's truck with the radio going, because the spirit box that's going in here, we are going to be having it broadcast on a radio frequency that John is going to be picking up. We will be live streaming as well, probably using the Paranormal NightStalker's Facebook page, and have a walkie-talkie. So we will be on live. They won't be able to hear the spirit box in here. Only me and John will. And be able to radio them over walkie-talkie the response.
Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome.
And of course, like everything we do, you'll be asking the questions.
Perfect.
So that is our plan, hopefully for next time, which will be in 2 weeks. We do this maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. We're contemplating on switching the days. I'm not sure
We'll
yet.
see.
That might be the next poll we put up.
Yeah.
Which night would you rather have us on? Saturdays or Fridays? I was about to say Sunday, but Sunday is not an option. We
Sunday
don't do
is
it on
not an
Sunday.
option. So,
What's bummer, Deborah?
I can't wait.
And I think it's going to be interesting.
When do we get
As
to the
about
funny?
Linda, I think it really is going to be interesting.
When do we get to
Actually,
the funny?
I might have to go meet Charmaine here in a minute.
We'll get to the funny while you're gone. We could maybe me and John
I'm
can
trying to
try.
think of anything else that I was wanting to talk about.
Get to the funny. Get to the funny.
There was something else, but it's kind of it's kind of
Am I still with you?
yeah, you're still here.
Oh, you're still here.
You got anything you want to throw in, Michael?
1, 2, 3.
Well, I'd go a little bit in if you want to go. You said you needed to go meet Charmaine or something.
Yeah.
But funny.
Trying to remember how
Your
many
video
cards you
just-
showed up with.
Your video
Okay.
just interrupted, I think.
The video just went silent and froze up.
It's not good.
And
We call that like the. Are we not live again?
It looks that way. Deborah says, "Lost you all, gone silent."
No.
so
Linda's-
Steve's interrupted.
Well, Linda, when we get it kind of figured out, we'll get everybody and let everybody know
Why do we keep losing it nowadays? Like
what happened. It's gone.
It's a timing thing.
No,
It said resume.
yeah,
Now,
we're
hang on. I think you're back now.
okay. Yep, we're
Yeah,
back.
you're back now.
Why does that happen?
I don't know.
Are there spirits who
It may-
just like?
May just be a buffering thing.
Yeah, it could be a buffering thing. So,
Okay.
like I said, I'm gonna have to run out here for a minute.
So John and I will continue, but we only have 2 of us now.
Well,
You gotta wait for Joel to come back.
Not that it matters, but
At least
Huh?
draw your 10 cards there, Joel.
hold on. What's that, Michael?
well, I was just telling Dan that I am here. I know you don't think about me very often, but I am here.
I know you're here, Michael. It's just you're like Kit from Knight Rider. You're here, but you're less. I don't know how to make that sound politically. You're here, but you're electronic here.
I call him the Oracle,
The Oracle.
like from Batman.
Okay, was there an Oracle?
One of the
Oh,
reasons
Oracle.
Yeah.
Oh, Batgirl.
Also-
when she you can't go out anymore.
All right, and before we go,
One of the
poop
reasons a
last.
lot at night.
I don't remember when I pooped. Is that part of this?
Yeah, it's part of the rules.
Well, I certainly
Deciding who goes first.
I can't remember.
I just
I know
won.
you guys
I get to go first.
probably ghost hunt at night.
You're kind of breaking up on us.
Yeah. Well, I got my cards
How
ready,
about-
and they're very
how about
offensive.
No, it's still kind of.
This
Let
is
me
Kinda
try to
scary.
do this a little bit.
super offensive.
Okay. Try it now.
Should have a bucket of those.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's working a little bit better now, but you're still breaking up a little bit.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Be right back. So we're still
And
live.
Michael, you can talk away because remember, you're also going out live to the NightStalker crowd.
Are we?
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna run out of things to
so-
talk about. It's gonna be weird. Okay,
One
I'll
of the-
take over for
You better
Joel.
leave your phone here, right?
Yeah.
Well, just
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're on.
We're still live.
yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Oh crap! 'Cause- well, I don't know what to do while you're gone. You're the leader. We're screwed. Don't leave us.
I'll talk.
What will I do?
Listen to Michael. Stop talking for
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that advice.
Um,
Hey, Michael.
Hey, a lot of times the reason people hunt at night,
Yeah.
I'll be right back,
the
Maclean.
theory- one of the theories behind that is thermal radiation is lower at night.
Oh.
The radiation that the sun gives off
Mm-hmm. Okay.
is lower at night.
Well, you know. No, you go ahead, Michael. You go ahead.
It's I mean, there's lots of theories, of course, but you get as the Earth cools at night, the radiation lessens, and they believe that the thermal radiation being high might interfere with spirit activity in the daytime. I don't know if that's so because I've had activity in the daytime as much as I have at night, so I really can't say. But that's one of the theories that's out there anyway. And then plus, it looks better after dark if you got night vision and thermal stuff,
Yeah.
because you get green glow.
I just
But
No, I was just
Go ahead.
about to say, I like the atmosphere of just doing it at night because we're all accustomed to movies and television, and it always takes place at night because it's just the right atmosphere. It's less spooky, during the day where everything's bright and noisy.
yeah, there is that, and your senses are more, and because we're human, evolution and stuff, your senses are more heightened at night because generally speaking, you can't see as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And-
of course.
different things, and so you're more aware of your surroundings at night. Your other senses are taken over more.
Yeah.
You can't see as well, so your hearing's more acute. So you may hear the knocks and stuff and the bings and whatever that you hear when you go to a location.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
daytime you might not hear because you're watching, your eyes are working because you've got vision going on. So there is that. There's all kind of stuff. I mean, and because a lot of this stuff is not definitively proven, that's why we do different things to try to work it out.
Yeah.
We don't know. We have to, and anybody that says or no is lying to you. So
No, they're
Um,
definitely.
so
They're definitely.
we
lying.
try different stuff if it works. And some of it works and some of it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, we blame it on Dan if it doesn't work.
It's true. Just
You
blame
know?
it on me. I understand completely. That's been the story of my life. Things go wrong in other people's lives. It's Dan's fault. No, it's perfect. I like.
Now,
being-
even the dead people are like, damn it, Dan.
I know. Damn it. I know. Kill Danny first. I know what we're trying to get to. I understand.
Now,
I am the.
I'm going to do that. I was going to get a T-shirt made that just said "Damn it, Dan" on the front of it.
Oh, I encourage you to do that. No, get the T-shirts. Like anything with my face, I just love it. In fact, like today was like the deadline for nominations locally for the local election, so I'm in. I will probably regret it, but I am running for mayor of 2 towns at the same time. What do you think about that, Michael?
I think it's great, but what happens if you get elected to both of them?
No, you just curl up in the field position and cry because it's hard to.
And you get in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I think I would get in the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't think anybody's successfully done this ever, as far as I can tell. So that's